If only I understood true intimacy. That's our question today. If you've yet to subscribe to our channel, please hit the button. If you got a question, please put it in the box. Listen, true intimacy is a desire of all of us. We want to be seen. We want people to look into our hearts. We want to be able to share our hearts. But you tell me where you learned that skill. High school, college, master's degree, doctorate degree. I've got those and none of them taught me. So I want to help you because it's a desire for all of us. And in a culture that overemphasizes achievement and success and financial resources, we have missed the mark as far as authenticity, being able to be intimate, having good friendships, good relationships, and even great marriages require intimacy. Now, before I give you some skills to help you, I want to share with you first some things that can hinder you. Number one, if you have big secrets, from your past, you're going to push people away, okay? Because secrets create shame. You're going to believe I am bad. If you find out who I am, you truly won't love me because you're self-rejecting yourself. And the way you get out of that is find a trusted person, a very trusted, or if you want to make sure it stays secret, talk to a professional counselor and say, here's my 5 secrets. I just need to let someone know so that it's out of your head and you can realize that you're accepted even though those things occurred to you or you did those things. Another thing that can keep you from intimacy is what I call coping skills. These can be addictions: alcohol, drugs, sex, food, pornography, scrolling through your Facebook phone, overeating, whatever. You've decided to medicate your past. And when you medicate, you stop growing spiritually, emotionally, and morally. And so emotionally, your skills don't get developed because when you feel pain or discomfort, you go to your addiction or your behavior or your medicine and you stay immature emotionally, so you can't be intimate. It's hard for you. Feelings are hard for you. If you've had trauma and trauma gives you a reset moment, you either reset to mistrust or trust. If you set to mistrust, your heart will get smaller, you'll be skeptical, you'll come at relationships from a fear position, and you will be less likely to be really vulnerable and put your heart in a trusting position. Because mistrust to you means safety. It means you won't be hurt. Now, it's not true, but you believe that. And so you have to do the work of dealing with the trauma and trusting so that you can actually be prepared to do intimacy. And now, I've counseled thousands of couples, thousands of people from all kinds of rape, traumas, abortions, sexual abuse, abandonment, parents' neglect, legal problems, having money stolen from them from family members, all kinds of stuff. And they've learned how to trust again and have incredible lives and incredible relationships. So I know it's possible, and I'll talk about that in a few moments. But if those things are in your life, then you're less likely to really push through. Now, what is intimacy? Let me tell you how Dr. Doug defines intimacy. Intimacy is a set of skills, when applied, gives a known result. Okay, wealth is the same way. Work hard, save money, invest money, and over a period of years, you will be wealthy. Health, work out, eat good, okay, get good sleep, and you'll have a healthier life as opposed to if you don't apply those disciplines. Okay, intimacy is a set of disciplines. When applied, you can have it. Intimacy is not elusive. It's not something like, okay, some people get and some people don't, like height or hair or whatever. It's not genetic. It's not for the wealthy and the beautiful and the most accomplished. I've worked with some of the richest, most beautiful people in the world in my office who flew in for 5-day intensives. And in their sphere, they're superstars, okay? But they don't have intimacy. Okay, and some of them actually have struggled with what we call intimacy anorexia, and that's one of those addiction forms where you're too busy for your spouse, you blame your spouse, you withhold love, you withhold praise, you withhold sex, or you're disconnected during sex. You are unwilling to share your feelings, you have ongoing and ungrounded criticism, and your spouse feels married and alone. And if that's the coping mechanism you chose, I would strongly go to intimacyanorexia.com or watch some of our YouTubes on that and get help for that. That would probably be intensive. Come to the office and get help, because that will keep you from intimacy, because it's a deliberate pushing the other person away, starving the other person out, and that creates pain for the spouse incredibly over decades. So if that's your situation, you want to move past that. So how do we get intimacy? I'm going to give you a couple of resources because I'm only spending a few minutes with you right now, but I'm giving you the same resources as if you came to my office. The first one's called emotional fitness. It'll help you to be able to identify feelings, feel feelings, communicate feelings, and switch feelings at will. This is a superpower once you have it. And there's not a place in your culture where you learn this. And in 60 days, you can accelerate your emotional development so quickly that you are prepared to do intimacy. It's kind of like your calisthenics before the game. And it can help you both. It also has things for trauma and things you can do with to clean up anything in your past. So that's a great tool to learn those skills. The next tool I would say is Intimacy, a 100-day guide to lasting relationships. And this is for anyone who's married or in a significant relationship. And this is if you want to have intimacy with your spouse. Because you can have intimacy, which is a result, okay? But you want to have that as a result. But you have to have the discipline first. So here it is. You can have 2 feelings a day. Go to our website, drdougweiss.com. Click, contact us, send us an email. Say, I want the feelings list. On the feelings list, and it's free, it says rules for couples at the top. Real quickly, what they are is, number 1, no examples by each other. You do not share feelings about each other. You share feelings about outside of your relationship, outside of that. So what you do is, I feel blank when, I first remember feeling blank when. So let's suppose you point to the sheet, you say calm, I feel calm when, and you give an example. I first remember feeling calm. It's going to be under the age of 18, and you want to put that in there, and so that you are sharing feelings from your life. Next is 2 praises. This has to do with each other. So you're thinking of things that you love, like, or appreciate about your spouse or your partner, and you share them. I really love or appreciate or value ... about you. Now, it's really important they say thank you. So when they say thank you, they're letting it in, because sometimes you're in a relationship and you're giving praise, but it's not being absorbed. You want it to be absorbed in them. So they got to say thank you. So you give them one, they give you one, you give them one, they give you one, 2 each. The third is praying together. Some form of connecting spiritually. Even if you not have a lot of faith going on, say, God, we just need you to help us in this situation, in this relationship with our kids or dogs or friends or family, whatever. And if you are strong, you have spiritual, religious training, definitely get in there and do this together, so you're spiritually growing together. Because now you're having emotional and spiritual intimacy outside the bedroom. Okay, and if you want to have really increased intimacy inside the bedroom, take your intimacy skills into your sexuality. I have a great product called Upgrade Your Sex Life. It's a video or a book, and it goes through the 5 different sexual expressions, what to say to the person based on their expression, initiation, foreplay, during and after the sexual encounter, so they get maximum results for the sexuality. And that's a great way to increase intimacy as it applies to intimacy and sexuality. Intimacy and sexuality together is one of the most powerful things you can ever experience, of being one, connected, joined, pleasuring, and having those connection points. But if you lack intimacy outside the bedroom, you're going to lack intimacy inside the bedroom. If you have increased intimacy outside the bedroom, you're going to have increased intimacy inside the bedroom. So intimacy, to wrap this up, it's a set of skills. I've trained thousands of people how to do this. You can have intimacy. It's work. Just like health, just like wealth. If you're willing to do the work, you are able to get the results. And if you're not willing to do the work, you can't have it no matter what, because it's something that's a result, and you deserve that result. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do hit the button. If you have a question, put it in the box. And until next time, go ahead and bless your own life by doing whatever work you need to get to the next level.